Yay! Okay, so today we're starting, like officially starting. Yesterday I just basically said Happy Mother's Day, and it was so nice to be home. I've had a refurbishment of this room, as you can see. And today I wanted to talk to you about persistence. Now, first of all, it's the first day of Ramadan, so anybody who knows Ramadan, I live in Egypt, happy Ramadan. And Ramadan really is a chance to, I think it's a real chance to practice gratitude. So that ties in really well with what we do here in the morning mindset room, where we'll go through our daily accountability, which takes about 5 minutes shortly. But first I wanted to kind of share something with you on this day of Ramadan at the beginning of the month. So Ramadan, for those of you who don't know, basically from the time the sun sets to from the time the sun rises in the morning to the time the sun sets, everybody does fasting who's a Muslim. And some people who are not Muslim do it too. And basically you don't eat and you don't drink anything for the whole day. So from the time the sun rises to the time the sun goes down, you don't eat or drink anything. It's actually quite tough in hot countries. It's quite tougher. I can't imagine what it's going to be like right now for the people in Gaza. I mean, that's just a whole other thing. But it's actually a time when you start to become super grateful. Imagine, like not having any water, not having your food all day. By the end of the day, you're going to be super thirsty and super hungry, and you're going to be so grateful for that glass of water, like super grateful. So if you want to practice gratitude, this is a great way to do it. But it brought me to think about a client of mine, because it also brought me to think about a message. Now, for me, I think sometimes we aren't grateful enough for the things that are happening, whether they're good or bad. The challenges bring about change. The challenges bring about oftentimes learning lessons and things. And I think sometimes we give up too easily. Imagine if somebody's doing Ramadan, they get to the middle of the day or the afternoon, and they're like super thirsty, and then they're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna break it. I'm gonna eat a sandwich, or I'm gonna have a drink. And it's almost like a little bit like too easy, and the reward comes after the persistence. Okay, and that's the message today. The reward comes after the persistence. And the affirmation for today is I persist. Okay, you have to learn how to persist. It's so important. So write it in the comments, write it below this video, write it anywhere. I persist, or I am persistent. And I think that's what really is the key to becoming a successful virtual assistant. And not just that, to becoming successful in life, because you have a goal, which we'll do in our accountability. And the only way you're going to achieve that goal is if you persist. And it reminded me of a client, and I'll share this story with you just because I find this guy super motivational. So I have a client, his name is Sean Swarner. You can go and find him. He's on Wikipedia. You can see him on his website as well as Sean Swarner. And this guy is really inspirational. When he was a teenager, he was given like 14 days to live because they discovered he had lung cancer. I think he was around 13 or something like this, 14. And he had cancer. He was literally given 14 days to live. He obviously lived longer than that. And he had cancer, and he battled cancer at a very, very young age, had his lung removed. And he decided that he could either lay on the bed feeling sorry for himself, waiting to die, or he could make the most of life and make goals in life regardless of what was going on. So this guy, since then, he's literally so inspirational. I'll just show you on my iPad. It's this guy here, Sean Swarner. When I think about gratitude, it's almost like, having gratitude for something that is a complete disaster in your life, but he used it to change around. He's the first cancer survivor to stand on top of the world. He's climbed Mount Everest. He's he's climbed the highest points of the mountains on 7 continents. He skied to the South and North Poles, and he also completed the Hawaiian Ironman, all with 1 lung. And all, getting, cancer at a very young age. He's just super, super inspirational, and he does a lot of motivational speaking. He does a lot of leadership. He's founded a cancer association, and he basically now teaches people about going for what you want in life. And the thing is, and the message is about persistence is, he's a guy with 1 lung. And I imagine when you decide to yourself, oh, I'm going to climb Mount Everest with 1 lung, there must be some, challenges along the way. I imagine that's quite difficult breathing only on 1 lung, as you're climbing up Mount Everest. I imagine you'd be very tired. Not to mention the fact that it's freezing cold. and at every point he could have just said, oh, do you know what? I'm a guy with 1 lung. It's okay if I don't do this. It's okay. Like, no one's gonna think bad of me. But he decided, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna persist. And he persisted through more challenges than you can possibly imagine for any one normal man, and he went ahead and did it. So if you want some inspiration today on persistence, he's also got a series on Prime Video, Amazon Prime Video. It's called True North, the Sean Swarner story. You can check that out on Amazon Prime Video. I'm not sure if it's available everywhere. But basically, True North follows he's 2-time cancer survivor, Sean Swarner, on his quest to reach the North Pole and become the world's first cancer survivor to complete the Explorer's Grand Slam, scaling the highest point of all 7 continents and then hiking to the North and South Poles. Only a handful of people have ever done it, but no one against the overwhelming odds that Sean has faced. So, truly inspirational guy. If you're ever feeling like, shall I just give up? Shall I just quit? Okay, go check this guy out, because I always do, and he's a client of mine, and I still go and look at his stuff, not because I have to, but because I really want to. Just because he's inspirational. And every time I get to the point where I think, oh, this goal, is it too lofty? Is it too big? Am I daydreaming too much about trying to reach it or achieve it? I always come back and think about that guy, and I just think, keep moving forward. You just got to keep putting 1 foot in front of the other and keep going. So yeah, that's the affirmation, I persist. And I put together a little I always put these things generally on the YouTube videos, and I don't think anyone sees them, but today my little kind of paragraph is: persist in your efforts like the steady flow of a river carving through rock. Consistency and determination are the tools that will shape your success as a virtual assistant. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, and let your unwavering commitment propel you towards your goals. Remember, in the face of adversity, persistence is your greatest ally. So I hope this message resonated with you today. I'm sure, Martha, it did with you, even though she's just popped off. But we are now going to do our daily accountability. Hey, Martha. I was just saying how that message might have resonated with you in particular today, given your history. But we're going to do our daily accountability today. Yeah. I know, bless you. And you're super persistent as well. Everything that you've done and achieved. We should all give ourselves a pat on the back more often, to be honest with you. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do our daily accountability now. So I'm going to say goodbye to you from the camera. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another message. And in the meantime, get your journals ready, because we're going to do our daily accountability practice. Thank you so much, guys. And I shall see you on the other side. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work,
interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily CoCreate session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.
Hi guys, I just wanted to pop back on. Normally I don't at the end of that, but I just wanted to pop back on and say thank you so much to Karen and Camille who came in during that, because we've got some new people and new faces in here today. But we normally in these sessions we normally do the kind of chat bit at the front, and then we do that 5-minute daily accountability. So I hope everyone found that helpful. There will be a replay obviously of these sessions, so do check that out. In the meantime, Megan, hope you get some sleep. Martha, thank you. Thank you for everybody being here, and I shall see you again tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, I've got to start a lot of client work and catch up and stuff today, so I'm going to be hanging out inside the home office area while I do that today, just until about 3 o'clock, until I have to go and cook Ramadan iftar. So I'll be hanging out in the home office today if anyone wants to come and join. I'll be working, so I won't be chatting, but it's just to kind of, if you're around. Okay, thanks guys. Take care. See you.